And welcome back. We're so glad to have you back with us. I hope you've been writing down those questions. And again, you can call Kayla anytime when you have questions about the detention center. Again, the warden is here with us too. And so we brought the big guns with us. We wanted to make sure you got all the information that you need about the Federal Detention Center. I was asking just before we ended the last session about some of the things that the detention center does that shows that they're part of our community. They are really a part of our community. So I want to ask again, what is it and what organizations that you help and how do you help them?
Well, as we ended off on, I was going into our development agreement here with Nye County. Okay. We support going in. We signed a development agreement that we would make hefty donations to. We donate to the Nye County Sheriff Department. Okay. The Valley Youth Association, Basin College, where we have a scholarship for criminal justice students there. And the last one was, I can't quite remember, but it's annually, every October, we make those donations. And that's part of our development agreement, not to mention the other things that we do in the community. We support most initiatives that are going on here in Pahrump throughout the year. And it's just amazing the feedback that we get from the community, not only from the community, but from the local establishments here that, and we try to patronize a lot of the businesses as well, because we have luncheons and things of that nature. Of course, we have our community relations luncheon or breakfast once a quarter each year.
What is that?
It's our opportunity to reach out to the community. It's called Community Relations event that we do quarterly, and we invite all the locals that are like the chamber staff, business owners, the commissioners, whomever that the town operators of the town, to come out to kind of fellowship with us over lunch or breakfast or what have you. You know, just to see, we tell you what's going on with us, and we develop relationships through doing that. Okay. And we develop some really strong relationships because I'm fairly adamant about establishing and building and maintaining these relationships that we have with the staff, the people in Pahrump.
Well, when you mention the fact that you're partners, you're building a partnership with the community, I think that's just fantastic. Kayla, what else do we do?
We also we get calls all the time about different fundraisers or organizations in the community. So we've helped the Nathan Adelson Fall Festival, the golf tournament, the Pahrump Disability Outreach Program. We helped donate for the pumpkin patch this year. We also do
the pumpkin patch. I know everybody appreciates that.
Yes.
And the fact that it's for our kids.
It is. The other thing that we do is we have a program in our facility where some of our female detainees crochet items, and we donate those to the community, to the local sheriff's office. I
don't think I've heard anything about that.
We do that every year.
So tell me a little bit more about the crocheting.
Well, the detainees, we a lot of times struggle to find programs that to avoid idleness, with them just sitting there a lot of times not having a whole lot, because they're there such a short period of time. There's no educational opportunities there. You know, they can't go get a GED or college education or anything like that. But we have programs, and they crochet a lot, and you'd be amazed to see some of their crocheting completed objects. They have, you know, like hats, scarves, and that we collect them because they do them so quickly. And we donate them, as Kayla has said, sometimes we take them to the nursing home and put it out there so that they can be used for others that are maybe in need of those type items.
Okay.
But they're beautiful, you know. If you ever, maybe we'll bring some to the next community relations
that'd
meetings.
Be fantastic.
And, yeah, because I think we brought them once before a while back, but yeah, we can bring them to the next community relations luncheon and put them on display because they're noteworthy. They're really beautiful items. So
now, Now, Kayla said that the female detainees would do that. What about the male detainees? Do they do anything that you donate to the community?
Not a whole lot. The males work within the facility.
Okay.
We have more jobs available for them to avoid idleness, and we have religious programs as well. They work in the resources areas like the kitchen, maybe the commissary, which is our store, and the laundry. And because females are more of a sensitive population, they don't move around too much, so they give us the opportunity to get them in there, and they do the crocheting and painting, which a lot of them don't really realize that they have these skills until they're confined, and they really start to flourish.
Okay.
So it's very interesting.
It sounds interesting, and it's again, this is a lot of things I'm learning today, and I hope you are as well. So again, let's put up Kayla's number, and give us that number again so they can call you if they have any questions, Kayla.
So the number is 775-751-4500, and just ask the operator to talk to Kayla Gieni.
Kayla Gieni. Gieni like genie in a bottle. I think that's great. Okay, now that we're into 2017, what are the plans forward for the Federal Detention Center for our community? And I'm going to say for Nye County, since this show is entitled Nye County. I know you're operating primarily in Pahrump, and that's a large part of Nye County. So for 2017 and beyond, what are the plans?
Well, from where I sit, Dr. Waters, to get our heels dug in deeper into the community, and like I had mentioned earlier, just to nourish the relationships that we've made and the partnerships that we've developed here in the city of Pahrump. Now we are having and continue to have.
Continue to say town of Pahrump.
In the town of Pahrump, sorry. But we continue to have struggles with employment of medical staffing, so we are going to be more visible at Basin College since they have a
Great Basin College,
since they have a nursing program there. And we're going to recruit or try to develop more of a relationship there. And just continue in the community with the things that we're doing. A lot of times people fall off and there's new people that are representing these agencies, and that's a big job to keep track of, hey, what happened? We did that last year, so we want to do it this year, but someone else is over it. So that takes a lot of time to make sure that we get the right person and that we're definitely part of these things that are going on.
Okay, continuity, that's fantastic. Now I know there are a lot of people out there that are waiting to hear some of your high-profile cases that you have at the detention center. We don't have a lot of time left. Can you talk about probably your most infamous case that's out there?
We have several. A lot of times you watch the news, and those guys that are on the news, the local stories that are in Vegas federally, one in particular, the ones that gave me a chance to get with the community is the Big Bundy case. And I wanted you guys to be aware because there were several protests which they're nonviolent, and a lot of times people hear protests and it kind of gives a negative vibe, but I wanted to make sure that when they have protests there, that they've been very nonviolent, but I wanted the town of Pahrump to be aware of them coming into the town and coming to the center, the detention center, but at no time and no point did we expect anything to blow up. So that's one of the bigger cases that we have there. And anytime you watch anything on TV, basically out of Las Vegas, that's a federally charged, they're here. So, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, just we've had a strong relationship with the sheriff and the Joint Force Commission Task Force to make sure that we're all on the same page. And we work really well with that in quelling the negativity of such things, because everybody has a right to protest and freedom of speech and what have you. So we want to allow them the opportunity, but at the same time make everyone aware and to calm so that the situation so that it won't blow out of proportion.
So even though we've had a lot of visibility on national TV, there have been no problems?
No, sir.
Okay. How about when they come, some of the protesters, even though they're peaceful, when they come into the detention center to see one of their friends?
Like I said, they were mostly peaceful, but you know, everyone is going to test the waters. You know, they're going to kind of, you know, see what we're about, and we see what they're about, and we, from the meeting point, you know, we establish, you know, you're here for this reason, and we're here for our reasons, and we do not want any problems, so they respect that, and we move forward. So we're very fortunate that we try to hit things head on, you know, and take care of it on the front end so that it won't be an issue. Whenever we know that these things are to take place, we get out ahead of them and try to make sure that, you know, don't explode.
Oh, outstanding. As we've been trying to explain during this entire time that we have the warden and Kayla here with us, the things that are going on at the Federal Detention Center, all the earlier apprehensions that I guess were around the town, all of that has been diffused, and we see that they're fantastic community partners, doing a lot for our community and our county. So we're very glad to have you with us. This is something that I wanted to have you on the show just to explain to the people that are listening what's going on out there, as many people don't know. Many people have not had a chance to have a tour. Our tour is open for anybody?
Normally we do an event the first quarter of the year with the chamber.
Okay.
And at that point, we give tours. But anytime anyone wants to partake of a tour, just give Kayla a call, and we will be more than happy to accommodate you.
Okay. So if you have any questions about what's going on at the detention center, don't hesitate to call Kayla. And while you're out there, say hi to the warden. She's a wonderful person, very personable, and yeah, get to know them. They are part of our community family, and they're here to make sure that everything is safe for all of us.
Absolutely.
Is there anything you'd like to say in closing, either one of you?
I just want to thank, you know, the town of Pahrump and all of the supporters that we have out there for their support, because that makes the world of difference for us.
Okay, Kayla?
I just want to let everyone know, if you do have any fundraisers, please feel free to give me a call, and if we can help you, we will.
Okay. That concludes our part with the Federal Detention Center. Stand by for Sheriff Worley. Thank you.